What Nicole Kidman's exes have said about dating her. Keith Urban, Tom Cruise, Lenny Kravitz. Nicole and Keith recently decided to part ways, with news of their separation coming out earlier this week, followed by the actress' decision to file for divorce. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban shocked Hollywood earlier this week when it was revealed that they'd made the decision to quietly separate. Just a day after news of the separation broke, it was revealed that the actress had filed for divorce from her husband and decided to end her second marriage after 20 years together. The pair first met in January 2005 during the making of Day LA and, after over a year of dating, tied the knot in June 2006. The pair are also the proud parents of daughters Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith Margaret, 14, with the former quickly making her return to the spotlight in the wake of the news and walking the runway. 4. Jonathan Anderson's freshman Dior show. At Paris Fashion Week earlier today, October 1st, neither Nicole, 58, nor Keith, 57, have publicly commented on the matter. While Keith has been more reserved when it comes to his private life over his decades in the spotlight, Nicole has enjoyed a much higher profile since breaking into the big time in the 80s and becoming a Hollywood star on the rise by the 90s. By the early aughts, she had been divorced once, but also starred in some of the decade's biggest projects and won an Oscar. As a result, Nicole has also been in her fair share of high-profile relationships during her years in the spotlight too. Read on below for more on what her exes have said about her and their romance, from her 2 ex-husbands to her first serious partners. Tom Burlinson. In the mid-1980s, Nicole dated her Wind Rider co-star Tom Burlinson, now 69, who was 11 years older than her. He told the Sydney Morning Herald, in 2020, Nicole Kidman and I made a movie, Wind Rider, in 1986 and dated for 3 years. I was 11 years older, and it was her first relationship with a man as an adult. We had happy times, but she had her own path to take in life. He did add, though, one thing that has been written about us, which is incorrect, is that I asked her to marry me, and she said no. I've only proposed once in my life. Marcus Graham. In the late 80s, she dated Australian actor Marcus Graham, though they eventually broke up when she starred in Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise and fell in love with him. In 2023, Marcus, now 61, noted to Woman's World that at the time, their breakup caused a lot of hurt. A brilliant, gorgeous, talented actress meets big Hollywood movie star, and he says, "Come with me." I think you say, "Go, are you mad?" It must have been wonderful for her. I was devastated and heartbroken, but that's the way it goes, isn't it? He continued. While he said he cried for a long time and was really hurt and confused over the ordeal, he doesn't bear any ill will toward her. I don't have anything bad to say about Nicole, he affirmed. Tom Cruise. Nicole met Tom, now 63, in 1989, and they tied the knot a year later, welcoming 2 children together. However, the couple divorced by 2001. While the Moulin Rouge actress has reflected on her divorce more openly, Tom's comments have been more sparing. He told Vanity Fair, in 2002 of the divorce, "She knows why, and I know why. She's the mother of my children, and I wish her well. Things happen in life, and you do everything you can, and in every possible way, and there's a point at which you just sometimes have to face the brutal reality," he concluded. Earlier this year, however, he spoke of her for the first time in nearly 2 decades for Sight and Sound. In reference to their 1999 film Eyes Wide Shut, "I suggested Nicole play the role of Alice, because obviously she's a great actress," he simply noted. Lenny Kravitz. Between 2002 to 2003, Nicole dated rocker Lenny Kravitz, and during that time, the two were also briefly engaged. However, their relationship eventually came to an end, although the exact details still remain a mystery. She was, however, close with his daughter, Zoe, later starring with her in Big Little Lies. When that news made the rounds in 2017, Lenny, now 61, affirmed that he and his ex were on great terms while speaking with Mr. Porter's The Journal. "Nicole is amazing," he gushed. "Zoe and she hadn't spent time together since she was younger, since Nicole and I were together, so that was great." Keith Urban. The now exes have spoken about each other extensively over the years. One particularly poignant comment about the dynamic of their relationship, though, came last year, at Nicole's AFI Lifetime Achievement Tribute Ceremony, where Keith shared a video message talking about how she helped him through his early struggles with addiction. "We got married in 2006, and barely 4 months into our marriage, the addictions that I had done really nothing about blew our marriage to smithereens," he emotionally recalled. "Nick pushed through every negative voice, I'm sure even some of her own, and she chose love. And here we are tonight, 18 years later. Her capacity to love is like no one I've ever met."